Yeah, but we do have an after hours after party, so we're almost running like the whole weekend. So that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And today we are joined by our lovely convention guests for WebCon. We have Matches Malone. Say hello, Matches.
Hello, matches.
Hey.
I can't do this.
What's
Love
up?
Matches
It's good to
humor.
be here, guys. Good to be here.
Yay. It's good to have you, Matches. And next we have playing as Harley Quinn. As you can see, we have Carley Winn. Hi, Carley. Woo! And last but not the least, we also have this cosplayer called Mink the Satyr. Woo! Woo! Hi, Mink.
Hi guys.
Yes, I have a question, Mink. Is that?
Yes.
Am I? It's blah blah blah. Who are you going as today?
Well, I'm a little sad because I couldn't see everybody during this Memorial Day weekend, so I'm the sad Pokemon Cubone.
Oh, there, Cubone, guys. If you guys were wondering, because I was wondering too. I was like coming up with a blank. Yeah. So
It's a lot easier if you see the pattern on my dress.
Oh,
there
check
you
that
go.
out.
Whoa! I did not expect a dress with
When in
Pokemon.
doubt, just slap the Pokemon on it.
Okay,
And
so
I also love
know-
your cup.
Huh?
I love your cup. It matches today's theme.
Oh, thanks. Not that I planned this, but
Represent. Right there.
Is Matches really quiet to anyone else? Anyone else?
No, Matches is. I can hear Matches.
Yeah.
It's a tad quiet, yeah.
Maybe it's kind
Maybe
of
it-
hard to hear in Arkham, you know?
Oh, what are
Yeah.
you doing in Arkham, dude? Putting bad guys away? Yay!
I'd be in the
Working
back
on
cave.
it.
So it's weird echoes.
Okay, that's fine. We can cut the
Like that alert.
part out. Just don't worry about it, guys. We're all good.
Really?
Oh, Matches. Everyone, actually, I have a question. How long have you guys been cosplaying? Because I think I'm pretty new to this industry, and I've always wondered, like, how, like, I've met some, but how long have you guys been cosplaying? You know, let's start with Matches.
I'll let the ladies go first because, like, you know.
Okay.
That's a cop out.
All right. All
I
right.
have to think about it.
Okay.
I just picture Matches with like the meme, like the calculating meme.
It's the face.
Like, okay, was this, that, Batman this time? Yeah.
Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah.
Carley, how long have you been playing Harley Quinn?
So I first dressed up as Harley in 1998. So we weren't even calling it cosplay
Oh,
then.
wow.
I've been doing Harley for a long time.
Wow. So almost the time of the animated series?
Yeah, so 92 is the animated series. So I was
Oh,
in high school
okay.
when I was cosplaying Harley.
Was your
Oh.
first Harley cosplay the animated series, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it was only the animated series was out back then.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, cool, nice.
Yeah.
She didn't like start changing forms until like later, like I want to say when was the Batman? Was that 2001, 2002?
Yes, the
Somewhere around
the
there.
And
Batman.
that, even then it was more like her classic suit, and she didn't really. Well, I'm gonna get into this at WebCon. I'm gonna do a whole panel about how Harley's changed through the years.
Ooh,
Nice.
something to look forward to.
Yeah,
Yay!
sure.
Okay. Mink, how long have you been cosplaying?
So that's a loaded question. I've been cosplaying for 7 years, dressing up as someone else's intellectual property. Yeah, you feel me on that. That's about right. I've been sewing and costuming for 17 or 18 years. It's hard to actually put a time to it because before I was making costumes, I was making plushies. And I'd been doing that for like 20 something years. I've been doing that
Mm.
since like 2000. In the year 2000.
Gotcha. So you're making costumes before you cosplayed. What were you doing with the costumes? Was it like part of your job? Was it an internship? Was it just your hobby?
It was mostly my hobby. It started when I was doing it for like theater groups.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
then it continued as I did more with like live action role play, and then started getting into from there medieval historical reenactment. So I learned a lot of really fun and exciting skills before I started doing cosplay, where I got to learn a lot of other exciting skills, but they're very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now matches. You cannot run away now. You're the last one on here. How long have you been in this industry, buddy?
Geez, let's see. I just passed my 27th anniversary of dressing up as Batman.
Whoa!
Anniversary.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Like this includes hospital visits and charity work too. So
Your
and
cosplay history
okay.
can rent a car.
what was it?
You had a Keaton suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your cosplay history could rent a car.
Pretty much. We're at the Batmobile at least, right?
Yeah, for real.
Actually, I got one in the driveway right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's the newest addition to the crime fighting career.
Nice. Matches, is that how you started cosplaying, by doing hospital visits, stuff like that?
No, well, actually, it started off. My sister asked me to dress up for my nephew, and when I got the costume, there's a ruby suit, really cheap and cheesy, but I added craft foam on top of it, and I took some stuff to it and built upon it. Came out really cool, and I got like 4 gigs that day to do kids' parties, and then it just kept on going, and then one of the kids, there was a doctor, and I did his kid's party, and then he asked me to go into the hospital, visit his patients, and it was like literally that summer in '93. And it's just like, and it was like so good that the nurses are like, hey, we're doing the March of Dimes at the Hatchell in Boston. Would Batman like to come and help us out and make some smiles for the kids? And sure enough, and it's been a bad habit ever since. Very bad.
Nice, cool.
Okay, Mink, do you have any particular type of cosplays that you tend to lean more onto?
Genre-wise, yes.
Yeah, genre-wise.
Genre-wise, I tend to focus on making Pokemon like anthropomorphic Gajinka costumes. That's like my bread and butter. Content-wise, I tend to do more with like sewing and realistic armor building, but I'm getting there with like my Warbler and my EVA foam and my prop builds.
Ooh, I know somebody else who makes their own cosplays, and that's Carley. And ever since, have you just started just making your own? And how did you come about it? Like just throwing pieces together? What was going through with you portraying Harley Quinn?
So my mom, she would sew and she would like make our Halloween costumes and things. And so I learned from her. And, you know, at the time I was cosplaying Harley Quinn. Like when I first started, you could not buy a Harley Quinn anything. Like there were no other options. This was the character I wanted to be. And to have that suit, I needed to make it. You could not buy it. So I just, I learned to make it.
I wonder if you can have it like how Iron Man has all his like armors in the back. Do you kind of have that?
Big enough.
I could. I'd have to have like mannequins or something. I have all my suits. I just have them in a tote. It's not very impressive. It's actually, well, it's like 3 or 4 totes of Harley Quinn stuff, depending on how you count the totes. So
is that what's in those totes?
What?
Is that what's in those totes? I've always wondered.
Yeah, I have. It's all totes of Harley Quinn outfits, and I like Marie Kondoed it too. So I'm like folding it so you can see each one. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause they need to fit in there too, because there's just so many. Because like I have over 30. When I say I have over 30 versions of Harley, it takes up a lot of space. You know, I'm not under exaggerating. Like, it's a lot. You have to figure out how to
You need
fit
the
in
straight jacket Harley though.
What was that, Matches? We didn't
I
catch
said
it.
she needs the straight jacket, Harley.
Straight jacket, Harley.
Straight jacket. I have straight jackets. I made a bunch of straight jackets for a LARP. I've got like 7 straight jackets in my house. We were using them for Harley's Mad Tea Party. We had the people put them on and then play croquet in the straight jackets. It was a fun time.
Matches. I know. I didn't ask you, but if you can quantify how much Batman stuff do you have? How much of your own stuff do you actually have on display? And are you still in the process of unpackaging everything and putting them up? Because I can see your setup right now. You have the bag, and then we kind of got a little tour from some time ago.
My pieces, my art pieces, the cells, limited edition cells, the giclées, the canvas pieces, lithographs, they're pretty much all framed up right now, except for a couple of pieces. But as I don't know if you can see the Batman Begins armor right here on Batman Begins. I have to restore my Dark Knight suit as well. Probably do that tomorrow if I can get the time. But yeah, I've been collecting for like a lot of years, and I love the animated series. And the animated series is my go-to for best presentation of the character that I like so much. So and the movies are good for their own like individualities. Some movies aren't as good as I'd hope they would be, but the thing is, all I try to do is, when I do my Batman, I try to bring it fun for everyone, young and old, and interact. And I try to also inspire people too. So, but yeah, my collection, I have over 600 action figures that are Batman related that aren't even like open from the package. So, and they go way back to, from like, I think 1967 is my earliest one. So,
wow. When after all
this is over,
I was thinking about interviewing some people through the Batcave and stuff like that. So, and next week will be my first Skype video with the kids in the hospitals over in South Africa. I think it's
Wow.
yeah. So I'm actually, that's like, I talked to the doctor the other day about that, and he's like, when can we do it? And I showed him. I said, can we video time right now? He's like, yeah. So I quickly put on my mask and I showed him. He goes, oh my goodness, during the Batcave, the kids are gonna freak over that. I'm like, yeah. So, and that's what I want. So, and I'll throw in a costume when I do it too. So, and Carly, you're gonna be surprised. I learned how to put on a cape by myself.
Oh.
I don't need outfit for the cape, but I just need outfit for the zip up. So the cape has always been a trick for me, but some reason, like last week, I was able to like, let me see if I can just bring it over. And then as I lifted it up and I plucked it onto the cowl just fell right into the spot. And I'm like, okay, let me see if I can do it to this side. And I did it to this side, and I'm like, okay. And then I did it Saturday, and I did it Sunday. I'm like, wow, okay, I just need to practice it.
Wow. Speaking of wardrobe stuff, Mink, I know when you make your cosplays, how is it? Because coming from a Pokemon and then putting it onto a person, I've seen stuff with their EVs and how they do it, but how do you go around it? Like when you think about what to put out, like aside from the color themes, aside from the Cubone headgear, what else do you try to incorporate with that? Because I don't have an imaginary, I don't have that great of a brain to imagine stuff. So kind of like, what's your thought process when you do certain things, like with the Cubone one and how you're dressing up as Cubone? I'm like, I would have never thought of something like that being possible.
Well, I am really glad you asked, because I'm actually going to be doing a panel at WebCon that's exactly about that, about designing gajinkas and anthropomorphic cosplay, because to some degree, when you cosplay, a lot of folks go in thinking, I'm going to dress up as a character that already exists, and the character design is already done for me. but what can be both freeing and terrifying is when you decide to dress up as a non-human character, because then you really have two avenues. You do the full fursuit, or you humanize it in some way. So I'm going to be talking at full length about what my process is for start to finish in designing, including doing some live designing with audience help during WebCon.
Oh,
Nice,
cool.
nice.
Yeah. What time is your panel? If
I
you remember,
believe
because I
that
forget.
one is, I think that one's on Saturday at 2 or 3 o'clock. I'll double check, but that one's a Saturday panel.
Okay.
I think I didn't get back like an email or anything about when mine will be.
Oh no.
I have the schedule.
We'll cut
I'll
this
message
part
it to
out.
you.
Just kidding. But yeah, how about you, Carly? I know you kind of touched upon your panel earlier about the evolution of Harley. What because I'm wondering what drawn you to the character. I mean, she's coming straight from the animated series, so what kind of ticked you, not ticked, but what kind of got you into Harley?
Like all my friends and I, like we all just knew I was Harley like way back when. So, but like the characters changed a lot. I feel like I've changed a lot since high school too. So, you know, I mean, I feel like a lot of parallels in my life and her life. I used to work in mental health. I'm on the board of directors for a circus school. Like I'm into gymnastics stuff. Like there's a lot of parallels. You know, had a lot of terrible ex-boyfriends. Cough, cough.
Oh no.
You know, just like a lot of different things. So I feel like a certain kinship, and I think a lot of people do too. You know, there's a lot. There aren't a lot of characters that are both female and funny and can also be a hot mess but still be like okay as being a hot mess. Like you know, there's a lot of like princesses, and you know, you have to be this perfect role model, this pillar, and Harley's a hot mess and it's okay, you know.
Yeah,
you're right. Matches. When it comes to, do you have a specific? I know you talked about the animated series as one of your, probably like one of the best depictions of the Batman. How about comic books? Are there any particular runs that you've liked? Are you into the comic book game?
I liked everything before the New 52 and the Rebirth.
My guy.
The Rebirth. I just didn't, you know, pick it up. The New 52, I read the first issue, I put it down, walked away from it. I'm like, sorry, not for me.
Oh yeah, New 52.
Huh? Yeah, I'm like, what? Like, oh my god, like, really? Like, who's writing this stuff? Like, let me talk
Rebirth
to
is just so uneven. Like they.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna get into it in my panel, but Harley doesn't even fall anywhere in continuity right now. They like, it's like when they have Wolverine in every single book. Like it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I think what they're doing is just putting the characters in there just to put the characters in it so they could try to sell it.
Yeah, it's change for the sake of change.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So aside from cosplaying, guys, I know, and the comic books and the movies and the TV, are there anything that you guys are not so much? Not known that you guys kind of love, like aside from cosplay, like what else gets you today? Are you guys into gaming? Are you guys into, you know, I'll start
Comics,
with
anime.
I'll start with anime. What?
All the above.
we'll start with Mink because I saw her like
Well, a lot of folks who follow me on social media might know that I, in addition to having a small obsession with Pokemon, am losing my mind over Animal Crossing too.
So it's most of the world.
and
Don't worry.
watching
Don't worry.
Animal Crossing on my side eye here.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm taking up small break from Animal Crossing. I live for my island. And I lived for my village back when it was on the GameCube. But yeah, I was an OG player. The other thing I'm super, super passionate about is hedgehogs. And I know Carley Winn's gonna be like, yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. But if like you had to categorize me by like 3 things right now, it would be like Pokemon / cosplay, Animal Crossing, hedgehogs, in possibly that order.
Like real hedgehogs?
Yeah, I keep hedgehogs as pets. Right now I'm down to only one
Oh.
hedgehog
Oh,
because
no.
unfortunately my 2 other hedgehogs passed away in recent months. But my current hedgehog is Willa, and she is amazing. She's beautiful. She's my little panda hedgehog.
A panda hedgehog.
Yeah, she's got dark circles around her eyes, so she looks like a gorgeous little panda.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Oh, she's so cute.
We need to see.
You got to share that in the pet section for sure.
Oh,
Unless
for
you're
Or just
sure.
have her in the background, just walking as you do your panel.
I mean, she probably would hate it coming to the leatherworking panel, but like Sunday's cosplay Q&A, I'm just gonna have her in my lap. So if someone's like, so I heard hedgehogs, would be like, go on.
There you go, folks. If you're looking for hedgehogs, you know where to go now.
Oh, for real. I will talk your ear off about it. I like make it my low-key business to troll like all of the hedgehog forums and things to keep up with like maintenance and current events. So like actually do talk to me about it.
She's like, I encourage you to please let me
This
talk
is just
about
an
it.
ornament I had in arm's reach. I have a lot of hedgehog stuff.
How about you, Carley?
This is what's in arm's reach. This isn't even the hedgehog room that I'm in right now. It's just like the ancillary room that happens to have hedgehog stuff in it.
She's like a hedgehog room. Hold on.
She did.
What?
Well, I mean,
Oh
that's where I
my.
keep my hedgehog.
Okay. All right.
In the hedgehog room. Where do you keep your bath? The bathroom.
Touche.
Where do you keep your bed?
Bedroom. Ooh.
Ah!
Mm.
All right, Carley. What other interests do you have other than cosplay?
Comic books,
For sure.
I like video games,
Video games.
and I like vintage toys. I like
Vintage
vintage
toy-
video games, by the way. I have a crazy video game collection. Pretty crazy toy
too.
collection, too.
I've played them.
I'm like, should I go grab things? Yeah, let me grab some. Let me grab some.
Yeah, get some props.
Oh, there you go.
Dude, that Joker laugh in the back.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she moved out the way. We didn't.
Yo,
notice
that's
that beforehand.
amazing.
Yeah, you should see. She's got so much art
I
in
got some
her
power
home
gloves
of
so we
like
can high-five
cool
each other.
Batman stuff.
You have a pair of power gloves, not just one, but 2 of them.
There's
Pair.
actually another one over there, too. We have
Oh,
we have a lot of vintage stuff in here. We
Whoa.
were, and speaking of anime, like definitely I'm big into anime. It's what I studied Japanese in college, and we were just in
Nice.
Japan this past summer. Got to pick up
Nice.
a Super Famicom finally. I got some of the Sailor Moon games.
Ooh.
Sweet. And
Which
in
Sailor
Japan
Moon
too,
game? The
like
fighting one?
Super Potato, like they keep all the games in the boxes too. So like I don't know.
Nope.
How about you, Matches? While we wait for Carley to come back.
She's gonna come back with an armful of like mint condition games.
Oh, there
Yeah,
she goes.
Super
Exactly.
Famicom,
Ooh,
Filling
Super
up
Mario
the
RPG.
Sailor Moon.
Okay.
Yeah, you
They
do.
keep the games in the boxes.
Damn.
You know?
Whoa.
Do you happen to have a number of how many games you own,
What?
or do you have a number of how many games you own, or?
No.
Wouldn't it be
Okay.
funny if she was like 5? I own 5.
Just
like-
those 5 that we saw, yeah.
I have over 100 NES games. I have like
Damn.
I don't know, like maybe 60 Atari games. Like I don't know. Turbo
You
It's
look
up
so
there.
concerned thinking about
I
it.
don't know how many Sega games I have. A lot of Saturn games, Dreamcast.
It should be
PlayStation.
up there.
I've got like games for every type. So
Nice.
very crazy in my games.
How about you,
accessories.
Matches? Oh, sorry. How about you, Matches? Aside from, the comic books, aside from all the Batman collectibles you have, are there
I
any?
like video games. I like the classics. I like I got a PS3, but the paddles died, and so what I do is
Oh.
I try to play. I'm a big, huge Greek mythology buff. I like history. I like
Oh,
westerns.
Ooh.
I love westerns. If I wasn't a Batman, I'd be a cowboy. So, and let's see, what else do I like? I haven't drawn in like forever, but I had a thought in my head to draw a Batman, but it's going to be like a little bit different because, well, I don't want to mention it. But anyways, I like to draw, but mainly I try to think of what I could do next to up the game to inspire people. And I'm always trying to think of a way that like something that I've done in my life that I could help somebody learn or they could teach them to better their lives. Because you know what, life is a one-shot deal only, and you know what, um, with even with this COVID stuff, people are kind of getting cabin fever. They're sick of the quarantine. But the thing of it is if we talk to one another and if we reach out to one another, and I got this mask from Carley the other day, which is great. Thank you very much, Carley.
Oh, yeah,
And
Oh wow!
but, like, it's great
yeah.
to
Yeah,
have
I've been making
friends.
the masks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So,
nice.
and it's like, but the thing with it is with the mask that she made, I don't want to use it because I want to keep it as a collectible. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because it's just like, one of my sisters started, she goes, "Are you going to use it?" I was like, you know what? I got the Batman one, which is great, but I like hers because it came from her. And it's like, this is a Carley Winn limited edition. So
They're limited. I was gonna make a bunch of Lolita dresses, but instead, we needed cotton for masks. So I just, instead of the dresses, they're all masks now.
That's
Look
Yeah.
at you, you
That's
selfless
nice.
person. You're
Right.
amazing.
very noble of you.
I just like enjoy helping people by doing Batman and what would Batman do in a situation like this, and how could he make the world a better place without using his money? Because I ain't got his money. So
Yeah.
maybe random acts of kindness and stuff like that too. So
The best.
so when I grow up, I'm gonna be Batman.
Matches. Do you have a panel that's gonna be happening? Because
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
about
the yeah.
cosplay and using it other than conventions like charity work, hospital visits, how to get in there and stuff like that. And something just happened. Is everybody here?
I think.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
We
there it
lost
is.
Ian for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
basically,
it's up, or
'cause I
he's
have a lot
back.
of people that reach out to me. They're like, "Hey, how can I get involved with the hospitals? How can I, get known?" And I'm like, "Listen, if you want to be popular, you're doing it the wrong way. You got to have fun with it. You know what? Make it your own character, and just enjoy what you can with it. You don't have to be exactly, as the character. The kids already know that I'm Batman, so I can act like a big goof with them. All right, like a big kid, and that's what I like because you know what, Batman's big and scary, but he doesn't have to be intimidating to the kids, and he shouldn't be. He should be warm and loving, and say, "Be good. I'm gonna come look for you." No, but it's just when kids talk to me, they want to know questions, and it's just like I know the character because I love the character. I'm obsessed with the character. I go to Batman Anonymous. I'm like, "Hi, I'm Matt Malone. I got a problem." So, but it's all good, Every day I learn something new too. So.
I also like how you're called Matches Malone and you're playing as Batman. I think
Well,
not
I've
a
been using Matt Malone for a long time. So.
yeah.
And what was it like last year? Danny O'Neill, the creator of Matches Malone, talked to me finally. He sat me down. He's like, "Hey, Batman, I need to talk to you." I'm like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "Every time I see you at a con, you're adamant about getting a picture with me, but you never say anything. You just want a picture with me, and then you just up and take off." And he's like, what's the deal? I said, well, sir, I know that you're a writer and stuff like that. Your writing was phenomenal. I said, who created Matches Malone? He goes, I did. I said, okay, well, where is Matches Malone from? And he goes, well, are we talking about the new 52 or are we talking about the original? I said, we're talking about your version, sir. He goes, he's from Boston. I said, well, why is he from Boston? He goes, well, my wife and I, we love Boston. We love the New England area. And I'm like, okay, cool. I said, sure, I'm Matches Malone. He goes, no, you're not. I said, well, listen to my accent. He goes, okay, yeah, you sound like you're from Boston. And so I showed him my Facebook, and he's like, oh my God, you really are Matches Malone. I'm like, yes, sir. And so I was talking to him, telling him what I do and stuff like that, about the hospital visits and charities and everything that I love doing as a character. But I don't really want the real me to get the credit. So I use the synonym of Matches Malone as a secret identity type of thing. So, and
Of
I
course,
have
every hero
family.
needs a secret identity.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't take off the mask on Facebook. I mean, I might put up an old picture of me from when I was in the service, but that's like maybe once or twice a year. I'll put up a military picture from back when I was like, 18. That was like back when Fred Flintstone was in high school. So, all right. But anyways,
Oh,
long
come
story
on. Don't
short,
do yourself like that now.
I mean, I have families that like, their kids will be like, hey, what's Batman up to today? And they'll like, oh, look at this beautiful, inspiring thing he wrote. Oh, look at this great picture. Oh, he's in the Batcave now. Or he's doing this, or he's doing that. And you know what? These kids, they follow me and they're like, oh my goodness. And it's like, what was it, like 3 years ago, I did a birthday party for this guy. But when he was a kid, I did his birthday party.
Oh wow.
So I
I
was
did
doing a
Wait,
birthday
not.
what?
for his
Oh, get
boy.
out. Get out.
Yeah.
That is
So
wild.
it's just like, it was
Wow.
crazy. It was just like,
I don't
and he
think
was
I've
like,
heard
drunk.
that
He goes,
before.
Batman, when I was a kid, you did my party. I'm like, I know, Jason. He goes, you know what? You're still Batman. I'm like, have another drink, Jason. It's like, oh.
So one question I had for everyone was about how many costumes do you have, and what are some unique ones that I wouldn't say your favorite, but like some like some like unknown costumes.
Ooh, dun, 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 dun. Are we gonna
You had to ask
get
us a
copy?
map question, didn't you?
Like unknown.
Rough
to most
estimate. That doesn't
people,
have to be
like,
exact, of course. Well,
Like-
Carly, I was thinking like what's a interesting Harley Quinn costume that maybe some people don't know exists.
Oh, for Harley Quinn, like this, because I do other cosplays too. Like I like
Okay.
jumping in with people and doing groups. And I was thinking, my boyfriend and I, we did Mirror Mask. I don't know if you know the movie. Oh, and you know what else we did? The Fall.
You did the fall.
Yeah,
I
we
was
did
going
the
to
fall.
say.
That was crazy. I painted like all these flowers for the sleeves. Oh my god, I should go grab that.
That was a beautiful gown. You looked spectacular.
Oh, thank you. We should have gotten some pictures. That's when those like, oh,
Pictures?
someday we'll get some pictures.
Yeah, we'll reunite the fall group.
Yeah.
We'll make your boyfriend shave again.
He does it. He likes wearing that.
That was a fun build.
Yeah, he actually sewed on, like I showed him how to use the sewing machine and he sewed on all the gold detailing on the jacket for that.
I remember because he messaged me on Facebook being like, look what I did. I was like, you're done, son. You did it.
I have a
I'm like,
question.
I made the vest.
I know.
Hold on.
What is The Fall?
Oh, it's a movie. Did you ever
It's a
see
beautiful
The
movie.
Cell?
Yes.
So the costume director from The Cell also did the costumes for The Fall. And it's like a movie that some people have seen, but not too
It
many.
is a visually
Okay, it's
gorgeous
going on my
movie.
list.
Yeah, it's a very visual movie. It's like, whoa. And the costumes are insane.
It's a little
I'm-
cerebral too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now I have
You
it on
don't
my
watch
phone.
that one close to bedtime.
Copy. one
I
of
don't.
those.
I don't even. What a sleep. You don't even know which time zone I'm in. You can't tell.
We're all in limbo.
Yeah. How about you, Mink? It's like with Jorge's question. What
Oh,
do you
geez.
have?
I mean, so I'm on a quest to cosplay all 151 Pokemon from the original gen.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. It's gonna take me years. I did the math. I'm gonna be doing this for some time. I'm in it.
Do you know how many you've
So I
knocked down?
have something to the tune of like 30 something Gen 1 Pokemon, but I've also cosplayed Pokemon from other gens. But
Mhm.
Pokemon's not the only thing I cosplay from, just like Carly was saying. Like, I have a pretty well-known Toothless costume from How to Train
Oh,
Your
nice.
Dragon. I also cosplay humans. So I have like Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, and I have a Pearl from Steven Universe from like 150 million years ago, but
I know I have Opal from a long time ago.
I
Like,
know you do.
I still want to like wear that sometime, but like I need a handler because I'm on stilts and it's like
I know the stilts are pretty intense, and the like extra arms is
Yes,
a
it's
little
too much.
aggressive.
Too much.
I actually haven't worn my Pearl cosplay since I've met Rebecca Sugar, the creator of Steven Universe. That was the last time I was in the costume.
I was thinking about wearing Opal to Anime Boston. I was trying to line up a handler and stuff, and then the world fell apart. So
R.I.P. A.B.
yeah.
Matches, will we ever catch you, or do you have any other costumes that you secretly do?
It's under
Ooh.
a different persona.
I was thinking about something today because I stumbled across some fabric that would be great for another cosplay. But it's like, how could I incorporate that fabric into the Batman world? And I don't think it would work in the Batman world. It would work perfectly in the Marvel universe. Absolutely. And it's just, you know,
Ooh.
The enemy
Yeah,
of
I know what it
DC.
is, and I
Crossing
really
lines
wanted to
there.
do it.
this fabric is like, it's a very, very cool. And I want to do something so bad with it with Batman, but it's just like, it just really wouldn't work. But there's a character, and I can't mention it, but it would work very well with the Marvel universe.
Curious.
I'm so intrigued. I'm so
I
intrigued.
won't say it if you don't say it. I'm not going to give away your secret. I know what you want to do.
You know what I'm
Ask
talking
you
about, because I
offline.
talked about it before. So, yeah. I'm gonna sew your mouth shut and stick you in the depths of Arkham.
Not saying nothing.
I know, dude. I hear you've got a Q&A. What if somebody comes and asks?
Uh-oh.
I'll be like, no comment.
There
The
you
most
go.
the most straight professional answer, no comment.
It's that simple. I plead the fifth. Oh.
Have you ever guys had like any difficulty because you guys are running around? Do people, I mean, maybe not matches, but do people kind of catch you outside of your costume? They're like, "Hey, you look familiar." Has that ever happened to some of you? Like Mink,
Definitely have
Carley?
like cosplays half on. Like I'm coming out of the bathroom and somebody wants a picture, and you're like, wait, or like pizza in mouth, just pizza. Like
Eating it's like,
yeah, like that's only because like at cons, if I'm going home and taking my cosplay off, I'm done. Going to bed.
Yeah.
Hey, Harley. Not really.
So
Yeah.
I fool my friends as to who I am and what I look like. So the big answer is no one usually catches me out of cosplay because I'm just that professional. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Could you imagine if that was my answer? Because I'm just that professional. Next. Oh my God, no, that would be worse. No, the reality is that this is not an accident. This comes with like just beating your face with makeup like it's your job, because it is. So I don't normally wear a lot of makeup, if at all, in my day-to-day. So when I run around like to a fabric store or to in the grocery store or whatnot, I very rarely run into someone who's like, wait, you look familiar, you look like a cosplayer that I follow. Maybe at a convention, I'll like after like a masquerade or a cosplay competition, I'll take off my wig and people will be like, huh, didn't expect that was your hair color. But like that's the extent of it. Like that's as much as I've gotten. So yeah, the reality is no, people don't really recognize me outside of cosplay. That's okay. What is horrifying, I don't know how to take it, but when I am in costume and my friends don't recognize me at first, they'll be like, oh, I knew it was you because of your voice. And I'm like, what does that mean? Do I have
You have a distinct voice, not like
what
a
does
bad
it mean though? That was what I was gonna say. Like,
because you're
do I
expressive.
sound
Like,
manly? Is it a good distinct? Is it
it's a good distinct.
distinguished?
I would say so, because it's not like a monotone. It's like, it's fun. It's like,
Oh, thanks. I like how you do this to describe my voice. But you're right.
oh,
If I
it's
were
just
to
like,
Say that's universal
oh yeah,
fun.
my prosody is like woo. I have a roller coaster for my tone and pitch. It's bad. I know it's bad.
I know it's bad.
Oh my god, stop it! Now I can't unhear it.
No, I super upplay the matches. Have you ever been caught? Like, has anyone ever? Because I would imagine no, but was there any moment that someone was like, "Hey, I know you," out of costume?
No, just a few people that know me
Mm.
that I allowed to see me without the mask, but now they have therapy. So
Oh, come on.
Stop it! Make me sad.
I know.
it is sad. But you
I'm
wanna-
perfect.
You want
Don't
to hear
hurt my
something funny
matches.
though? Brianna lives down the street from me, so we share the same supermarket. And stupid me, I was coming out of the market and I saw Brianna and her boyfriend, and I'm like, "Hey guys," and I'm like, "They're like, hey, what's up? What?" And I'm like, "Gotta go, bye."
I'm
Got
Batman!
instincts. Hey, just like wait.
Oh,
Yeah, you just I'm
Yeah,
Batman!
exactly. It's like,
I'm Batman.
It's like at first they have no idea, then you do this. They're like, matches.
You have very distinctive cheekbones.
that chin.
but what was it? Not last year, but the year before, New York Comic Con decided to have a new rule saying anybody wearing a mask, they have to take off their mask before they enter the con. So I called up my buddy who's a promoter for the con. I said, I can't get into your con now. I said, I have to remove my mask. He's like, Matches, I've known you for 18 years. You have my cell phone number and you've done all these promotions for me, hospital visits for me. He's like, you just call me up. I come down from the office, tell security, hey, he's with me. You go in and have your fun.
Oh,
like,
that's a
dude,
happy
I
ending.
No.
God, imagine
That's
that
even
would
top
be
level
like,
booking.
you won't be let in unless you have a mask.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now you won't be let in, especially to the Javits Center. Are you kidding me? That was
know.
like,
I know.
that was a makeshift hospital.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't think New York
Who's going to
Comic Con's
Comic
happening
Con
this
this
year.
year in New York?
See you next year.
Yeah. After
Ooh.
they disrespect the whole building.
R.I.P. NYCC.
R.I.P. all the cons for a year.
For real.
At least.
Hey, we have WebCon.
Webcon!
Yeah.
We should play
Scratching
the
that
audio.
itch so
The
good
music.
though.
Yeah. Okay. Jorge, do you have any other stuff that you want to kind of get out of the way?
I guess kind of quick. Like it could be long, but what are you looking forward to most about WebCon? I'd say.
Ooh, fancy. Who do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Let's start from Matches this time. He hasn't gone first
All right.
anytime.
Gotta
What
be
I'm looking forward to is, you know what? There are people and kids who can't go to convention for whatever reason. Either it's too far or too much money or whatever. Here they can pretty much interact with us. And, if I can inspire them, like I said, it's always about inspiration for me. And if I can help people with something, and, that's what I'm going to do. Because, I can't do this forever as much as I'd like, but I'd like to inspire somebody to carry on the tradition of doing hospital visits.
Oh my God, are you training your Batman Beyond?
Taking the helm. Ooh.
Oh my God, he's finding his Batman Beyond.
I had a person in mind.
What a twist. He even has someone in mind.
And you know what?
And did he become Nightwing instead, that jerk?
Huh?
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. 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 Hold your horses, Mink. All right. Okay. He was an Agent of Spyro. Really what are you doing? Okay, never mind. Anyway.
I missed something.
Yeah, you're training.
I
you're
just
training
yelled,
the next.
did he become Nightwing instead?
Yeah. You know what? Remember Nightfall when John Paul Valley became Batman?
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
I absolutely hated that. And it's just like, I always felt that, Dick should have spoke up and said something. And he finally did it.
I thought, like, he took
him
out.
He did. And he issued Prodigal Son. And I was just absolutely amazed at the dialogue. Finally, Dick spoke up and said, "We're talking now, Bruce, whether you like it or not. We're talking. Enough of this your way or the highway." And finally, he got his piece in, and he's like, and Bruce finally said, "You know what? You're right." And that was it. And I'm like, finally, you know what? Bruce is totally human. He's got a one-track mind. He's got a lot of issues, and and he did right. Well, he did wrong by Dick by not allowing him to take over the mantle in the first place. But you know what? And that's the last pretty much good book that I wrote. Read in like a good while, So.
Mm-hmm. Well, they let Dick take over again for a while when they did that Batman and Robin run when it was Dick and Damian as Batman and Robin next. That was really good. It sucks they ended that too.
Exactly. Damian is just like,
it's a wild card.
Yeah, it makes a good Robin when Dick is Batman though. Like it works really well.
Well, I think if Dick was Batman and Tim Drake was Robin, that would have been amazing.
Oh my God, that would be so good.
They'd be unstoppable.
And I love Tim Drake as Robin because he's smart. He's very got like that detective mind. Mm-hmm. So
I'm not so into the Red Robin costume. It looks kind of like Red Space Ghost.
Yeah, with the hood. Yeah.
Like Space Ghost. All right, Carly, what are you looking forward to, WebCon?
Oh my gosh, chatting with people in the Discord. I really want people to jump into my channel and like ask me questions and talk to me and stuff. I want to do stuff. Like, I don't know. I think it'll be fun. Just like chatting online. We got some like really funny like groups in the Discord, like the badge check and the weapons check and stuff. I think that's hilarious,
Hilarious.
I love the people who went full tilt with the weapons check, like, here's my weapon.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I'm here for Kryptonian.
Here, let me peace bomb that for you.
Solid kryptonite. Remember this, Carly?
Yeah. That's cool.
All right, Mink, what about you?
I'm looking forward to the panels and getting the opportunity to like talk to people face to face and hang out and see cosplay and like experience life like I would at a convention. Like, I love the shopping, I love the meeting people, I love the people watching, and we get that opportunity by chatting in the Discord, by going to the Discord or Zoom panels and just being a presence, by having the after hours parties where you could just hang out and talk with people about shared hobbies and interests, because right now the concept of like meeting new friends is very challenging when you're socially distancing. But you can still do that, and I'm just really excited to meet people that I've been dying to meet people I don't even know exist yet, and I'm like so eager to see how like we're going to change each other's lives, because the reality is like I have met so many incredible, passionate, wonderful human beings by being at a convention, and so like my heart is so sad not to have that. But here we have an opportunity where we can make those kinds of personal connections that like literally will last a lifetime. Like, I don't want to say how many people who I met through cosplay that I've been in their wedding, but it's a number, and it's an existent number.
How about you, Jorge? What are you excited about? What are you excited for about WebCon?
I think kind of the same thing what Mink was saying, like you're making these connections that that you would make at conventions, and I guess also the idea that like I've been starving, just like most people, been starving to go to an event again, because we just go to these events like every what would we say, like every couple of months, and since we've been just self quarantining, like we had nothing to go to, so having this just seems amazing.
That is
What
true.
about you, Ant?
I'm excited for WebCon because I'm very new to going to conventions. So for me, it's been an experience getting to go to a physical location and actually meeting people and getting this kind of new experience where it's like, whoa, we're doing this at the safety of our homes, but at the same time, we're able to connect to people. We're able to do these panels. I know you have a panel. I also have a panel in photography, and it's just like I never thought that this day would come where I can be part of a con in that type of way, and also meet people in this kind of setting. So I'm pretty excited. You might not see it from my face, but I am. I'm like itching. Do you have any of that convention for me? Itching too.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I just started and then kind of got taken away. I'm like, are you serious? But
Buddy.
yeah, it's all right. So I guess this would kind of conclude our WebCon live spotlight. If you guys want to go through your panels once again, we'll start with Carley. You can just tell us what your panel is going to be and what day, if you remember, or if you
I have no idea when it is.
Okay, we'll post it. Don't worry. We'll post it where you put your hands up. Yeah. But what's your panel going to be?
I called it Harley Quinn Then and Now. So I want to go through from her origin, just explain it all out, her next origin, and her origin after that, and then her current origin. As DC loves its reboots and restylings and retooling of things, and I'm just going to go through every version of Harley that is an official version, as people make like lots of fan art with Harley, and just there's like a lot of fan versions, but the official versions I'm going to go through and talk about them and how our costumes changed, how our personalities changed.
Cool. How about you, Matches? What's your panel? What's the name of your panel? And do you remember what day?
Cosplay and charities, something, hospital visits, and so forth. How to get involved with the community rather than just the conventions. Just to make a difference, and then just basically that. So
Okay.
might be boring. I don't know.
No, I'm interested. I'm actually signing up for each and every one of y'all's panels because I'm a newbie. So that's why I'm like, I need to learn. Give
Do I
me.
pay you after this?
Yes. How about you, Mink? What are your panels? I know you have more.
I'm running 4 panels, and I'm commandeering, assisting too.
Wow.
I'm a teacher by day. Of course, I'm going to run a buttload of panels.
Oh, okay,
Frankly, I cut myself off at 4 because it's my favorite number. I had like 8s like ready to go.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, it's bad. I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to teaching. So on Saturday, I am doing a cosplay hacks panel, which is a rundown of the head to toe of some of my favorite ways to elevate your cosplay. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be an expert to show mastery. On Saturday, I am also doing the Gajinka anthropomorphic design panel. That's gonna be Saturday afternoon. Then Sunday morning, y'all gonna want to wake up early if you're into it, because I am doing live demonstrations and a rundown of leather working, which is super, super fun and not nearly as scary as it looks. It's actually, in my opinion, a little easier than working with EVA foam, frankly. Huh. And then to conclude the panels that I'm running, I'm also doing a Q&A where folks can come, and if they have questions about what I do or questions about cosplay in general, specifically, like especially if they're want to make their own cosplay and they would like, you know, some sounding board, I am your sounding board. And then as far as panels I'm assisting in the cosplay photography etiquette and posing panel along with Carley, and that's being run by Ant. And I am assisting in the cosplay photo critique panel, also being run by Ant.
Yes.
If you want to talk more about those, that's your
yes.
cue, buddy.
No, I'll pass it on to you, Jorge. I know you're gonna be
panels.
Yeah, I got beginner tips to traveling to Japan. Woo-hoo. And I have, once again, tips and tricks for video game collection.
Ooh, if you know Jorge, he's been collecting some games that we're trying to snag away from his reach.
Oh man.
Does that mean you're gonna talk about Super Potato?
Oh, I could talk about Super Potato on both of them.
Talk about Super Potato. We're talking about collecting games. You're talking about Japan.
Yeah, of course. Talk both of those will match Super Potato.
I have no idea what Super Potato is. I guess I have to go to the panel.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
And she's gone.
I'll let Carley show off what she's going to show off first, and then we'll talk about what Super Potato is.
Super Potato.
So is anyone else kind of getting like the California raisins vibe out of that?
It's like a California raisin,
right?
Yeah, like some serious like 80s, 90s California raisins.
Yeah, Carley has a visual aid, right?
So Super Potato.
Japan, yay! Yeah,
it's a retro video game store in Japan. It's pretty well known.
I like when it fades out and it catches your background.
I know, right? Is there only one Super Potato, or is it a whole chain, right? It's a whole chain, right?
Yeah, it's a chain, because we went to one in Akihabara, and then there's another one over in Osaka. So it's like two sides. It's like East Coast, West Coast Japan.
Oh, okay, cool. Gotcha. I see.
So.
Yeah.
And I are just dancing in the background to my us.
Yeah, I think there might be another Super Potato too, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested, jump onto Jorge's panels for it, because I am now intrigued about what Carley and Jorge talked about. Super Potato.
We should talk video games, man.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that? What was happening?
What was your panels? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Mink has kind of run through them. Cosplay photography, etiquette, and posing with. We have Mink, we have Carley, we have also have
Makeup Mermaid cosplay, right?
Yes, Makeup Mermaid. I always mix up mermaid makeup and then kind of Makeup Mermaid cosplay is also going to be joining us, and two other photographers, Andy and Ty, will be jumping in with us as we give you guys kind of just tips when it comes to approaching cosplayers and how photographers should act at conventions. And as Mink also said, we're going to be doing cosplay critique panel, posing, cosplay photography critique, because with all the posing that we give you, we kind of want to help you, project the best.
I get those JoJo poses in.
Oh, I can't, because,
Are you not an ampy turner?
I'm not ready.
blue steel.
You're a tiger, Derek. You're a tiger.
Yeah, and if you guys are interested in joining all of our panels, register webconlive.com and you'll get an email and you can join us. You can see the schedule for us. And yeah, that's about it for us for WebCon Live Spotlight. Catch us again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Bye. And shout outs to Jess for handling all the tech. Yay.
Yeah, Jess.
Yeah, Jess. Yay.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Where's the end? No, let me cut recording
You have to
first.
hit end meeting.
Oh.